Maybe. Hey, everybody. Can you hear me? Yay! Look at it. It's full.
circle of your arms. My world is now safe from the sirens and alarms. You possess me. You possess me like no one ever has, like no one ever will. I look in your eyes, shining in the dark. I am hypnotized, for you control my heart. You possess me. You possess me like no one ever has, like no one ever will. Am I over? I'm under your spell. Am I sober? I'm so in love, I cannot tell. Am I over? I'm under your spell. Am I sober? I'm so in love, I cannot tell. I can now embrace what I could never touch, your innocence and grace are like the heartbeat of a dove. You possess me. You possess me like no one ever has, like no one ever will, like no one ever has, like no one ever will.
Thanks, Marvin, for being a great songwriter. Speaking of great songwriters, I'd like to give a shout out to my long ago and far away ex-boyfriend, Sandy Abernathy, who has a wonderful wife and a wonderful child and a young adult now, and has had a marvelous career in filmmaking. And when we were together, we wrote this song haphazardly because we got in a big argument. And I stormed out of the house, and I came back, and he wasn't there. But on the floor when I walked in, there was a piece of paper, typewritten. Remember typewriters? That's how old I am. It was a typewriter, and he typed up this beautiful poem. So I took that poem, and I took some scissors and I cut it all up and moved it around, and this is the song that we wrote together. And I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful to him because he's an excellent human being. Very thing that makes you happy makes me wanna fight. The very thing that makes you happy keeps me up all night. The very thing that reassures you makes me turn and run in fright. It's the very thing. It's the very thing. Oh, it's the very thing that makes me love you. The very thing that makes us happy is what's tearing us apart. The very place where we are ending is where I've got to start. To put a positive rotation to this spinning in my heart. It's the very thing. It's the very thing. Oh, it's the very thing that makes me love you. The difference between you and me is of there I'm trying to be. If I could open my eyes, then I would see there's not that big a difference. No, there's not that big a difference between you and me. I've lost my place and I've lost the time. I've lost my reason and I've lost my right. I've lost count of what is and isn't mine. It's a sad, sad tale to tell. And if I'm boring you, then what the hell? 'Cause the very thing that interests me, well, it's boring you to tears. The very thing that's healing me is stirring up your fears. But can you wait as I learn now what you have known for years? 'Cause it's the very thing. Oh, it's the very thing. It's the very thing that makes me love you. Oh, it's the very thing. Oh, it's the very thing. Oh, it's the very thing that makes me love you. You're listening to KRBE here in Houston, Texas. That was Sara Hickman with her hit The Very Thing, co-written by Sandy Abernathy. We're We're so glad Sarah's from Houston, Texas. Yay! Thank you, honey. I'm sure if Sandy was here, he'd thank you too, man. Okay. I don't know what the politics in this room are, and I really don't care. What I care about is what is right and what is wrong. And I think that's where we all need to start focusing on right and wrong. If we could get rid of all the names and the politics and all that stuff and just say, you know, that book, what everything I need to know I learned in kindergarten, let's bring that back. All right, so I was in this wonderful group. Oh, you have a nice watch. I can see the time. That's perfect. Thank you. Now I know how long I can talk and when I shouldn't talk. Yay! Oh, it just went away. What happened? Is it voice sensitive? Watch, come on. Okay. Oh, it did. Wow. Watch, turn off. No. It's a clap on, clap off watch. When you clapped, it went on. Okay. Cool. Well, where was I? Oh, yeah. So I was in this really cool songwriting group. I've done it twice, and it's a year-long project. It's called Real Women, Real Songs, started by the wonderful Carrie Cooper. And every time it's 21 different songwriters around the world, all female. And once a week, we would get a word, one word. And then we had to write a song in 6 days. We had to videotape ourselves singing it and then upload it on the internet on the 7th day. So by the end of the year, we had 52 songs, right? And right after January 6th, I think you all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you are really behind. On January 6th, I was just mortified. I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to write about or think about it. And then I got this word from Carrie, and the word was cradle. And I was like, oh, man, I really want to write about January 6th, but there's not a cradle there. What do I? And then I saw Officer Eugene Goodman. Do you know who I'm talking about? Okay. For the majority of you that don't know who I'm talking about, that's why I wrote this song. Because he was the black officer, Capitol Police officer, who led all those crazy people away from our legislators and saved countless lives. And he did it with such aplomb and cool-headed, and I was blown away, and I kept waiting for somebody to write a song, and all I had was this word cradle. And I was like, how do I? So anyway, this word does appear in this song, but I dedicate this to Officer Goodman, and he's the kind of person I want to be. I'm not a stool person. This is new for me, even though I'm at the end of my career. I'm usually standing and jumping around, so this is like, I don't know what to do with this stool. Okay, back to being serious, sorry. Standing alone, defending the halls of the house where freedom's depending on a good man, a black man, holding his own amidst a mob of completely unhinged white men. Oh, you were running backwards up the stairs. Oh, the seconds, they seem like years, but you never showed a single ounce of fear. You kept your wits and your nightstick, shoved a Proud Boy coming at ya, his face the hate of the Ku Klux Klan. Ah, you stood in the way of a dreadful disaster. If not for your courage, I shudder to think what would have come after. Oh, 'cause if they catch you, you know what they'll do. They'll whitewash the noose, they're bloody charlatans. Why is a good man seen as less than? Simply because of the color of his skin. So I thank you for standing up to the red, white, and racist people who are un-American. They're un-American. I read you said you're too black for the badge,
and you're too blue for the brothers. Still you keep your eyes on the prize, protecting others. And you believe in right from wrong, so that's why I wrote you a hero song. You stood in the way of a dreadful disaster. If not for your courage, I shudder to think what would have come after. Oh, 'cause if they catch you, you know what they'll do. Though I wash the noose, they're bloody charlatans. Why is a good man seen as less than? Simply because of the color of his skin. So I thank you for standing up to the red, white, and racist people who are un-American, cradled inside the Confederate flag. Lives the devil himself, yeah, he revels in hell. But the good man lives for somebody else. Oh, it's never himself, no, it's everyone else. Cause if they catch you, you know what they'll do. They'll whitewash the noose, they're bloody charlatans. Why is a good man seen as less than? Simply because of the color of his skin.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Officer Goodman, for showing us what courage can be. Oh, man. Hope someday I can take him to lunch, share that song with him, share a hug, become pen pals. That would be cool. Well, while I'm on that tangent of real women, real songs, which was always really fun, this is another song from that, and the word was baggage. And songwriters, we're an interesting bunch, how we pull things out of nowhere and put a song together. And this is a song from the point of view of a woman in a domestic violence situation.
Here's a story you've heard before. This time it's me and my own personal war. Started with Daddy and his old backhand, teacher in school and his abusive plan. Now I'm married to a junkie man, someone I can't even stand. Torn dress and blackened eyes, my life's a fucking mess behind the disguise. Dark days make me miss the sun. Starting over's easier said than done. I keep myself on high alert, backpacked, always ready to fly. And next time I get hurt, I swear I'll leave and somehow get by. There's the children and no money, ain't got no skills and nowhere to go. Too many problems without solutions. I'm just another beaten down lost soul. And torn dress, blackened eyes, my life's a fucking mess behind the disguise. And dark days make me miss the sun. sun. Starting over's easier said than done, 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 do, 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 do. So stop telling me you understand, 'cause your advice just confuses my pain. And stop telling me you'll lend me a hand, 'cause you won't be here when he hits me again. Torn dress and blackened eyes, my life's a fucking mess behind the disguise. And dark days make me miss the sun. Starting over's easier said than done. I'm one of a million, so done. I'm one of a million, so done. I'm one of a million, so done. I'm one of a million.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Watchman. Well, the next song is a little about a lovely relationship, a love-filled relationship. My sister and I were really, really fortunate. We grew up, every summer we went on road trips. Did y'all do that when you were kids? Remember you get in the car with your parents and they gave you crayons and some paper and good luck. Well, we would go to see Sister and Sam in Heflin, Alabama. We would go see Mima and Peepa in Atlanta, Georgia. And we would go see Grandma and Grandpa in Rogers, Arkansas. Now, Grandma and Grandpa were the other musicians in the family. And when they were young, they went to Mount Vernon High School in Mount Vernon, Missouri. Small class. They knew each other. They grew up together. And when they graduated, my grandmother, Martha, our grandmother, Martha, went up to New York, and she and her sister, Mary, landed a national radio program called the Ozark Smile Girls. My grandmother would play the piano, and she and my great-aunt Mary would sing songs of the day, and they would also sing songs at sailor bars and for silent films. Is that so cool? So this is the 20s. And my grandpa, who wasn't my grandpa yet, obviously, he was out touring with big swing bands, and he was playing clarinet and saxophone. And over the course of 6 years, they were also pen pals. See how that works? It's so cool. They wrote letters back and forth. And at the end of the 6 years, they went on a date. And then on the second date, they got married. They were very much in love. Now, my grandparents were married 60 years. And my grandmother sadly passed away. And I went to go spend time with my grandpa because that's always the hardest time, right? When everybody leaves, and then you're alone with your thoughts in his house full of all these memories. So I walked into my grandpa's house. They had this beautiful ranch-style house looking over a pasture and a lake where we all used to skinny dip as cousins. And we used to hang our clothes in the tree. Here's a tangent, but one day I had a brand new Timex watch, Watchman, and I had put it in the tree with my clothes. Well, there was two horses, Coco and Crispy, boom, 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 came over while we're all skinny dipping and having fun. And I look over, and all my clothes are off the tree, and I go out of the water, and my clothes are like full of cud, and they're disgusting. And there's my brand new Timex watch. It had taken a licking, and it wasn't ticking. It was all smashed up. Anyway, back to the story. So, it was fun. We would have fun up there. And so I walked into my grandma and grandpa's house without my grandma now. And, I have to say this. I hardly ever say this. But what was cool was I got to continue my grandparents' dream. So when we would walk into their house after I did the Tonight Show and I met George Burns and all these people, you would walk in and right there in the hallway were all these photos of me with these people. And it just meant so much that they were so proud of me. Anyway, on this day I walked in and there's my grandpa sitting in a big old lazy boy. And he had these big old pudgy hands and he was sitting there with his hands over and he was just crying and crying. And he didn't even hear me come in. And I never could figure out, my grandpa was a Republican, yet he played saxophone, and here he was crying, so it was very, no politics, but, it was, wow, my grandpa's crying. He was a big believer women should not wear pants, so that tells you a lot right there. Anyway.
But a dress, right?
The dress was okay. Well, we had to wear something, yeah. Anyway. So I went and sat down next to my grandpa, and I'm holding his hand. He's crying, and I'm crying. And I thought, man, that is amazing to have someone love someone that much, right? And spend your whole life together from childhood. And so years go by, and I have this song, and I am at Wolf Trap in Washington, D.C., doing a performance with my friend Tishi Nohosa and Chip Dolan, and Lance was with me, and he was going to come out and sing on this song we're about to sing for you. But what he didn't know was I had a little box with a ring in it. So when we finished singing the song, I got down on one knee. Chip handed me the box. I opened the box, and he said yes. And the audience stood up. The lights came on. Everybody got free champagne. It's a good trick. Y'all should do this when you're, go to places and tell them you're getting married. Anyway, and now we sing this song. So we carry on the tradition of what my grandparents did.
Indeed. Now it's my honor.
Thank you. And now I have to stop crying. Okay. Oh, we're on the air. Hey, everybody. Yeah.
Clock is ticking somewhere down the hall. Candle playing shadows on the wall. Echoes of my life with you. I hear my heart recalling. 60 years was not enough for me to show how much our love has grown to be. Now I see you dying to be free. I want to follow. There's so many reasons why I love you. I can't say goodbye. Take me with you, take me when you go. Take me with you, take me when you go. Take me with you, take me when you go. Take me with you, take me when you go. When you go. When you go. Ooh. We found a way to laugh when life seemed black. Traveled to the stars and brought them back. Take the lead, you'll leave a crack in this foundation. And every precious memory will carry me. Don't say goodbye. Take me with you, take me when you go. Take me with you, take me when you go. Take me with you, take me when you go. Take me with you, take me when you go. When you go, 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 go. When you go. When you go.
Take me with you.
Won't you take me?
Take me with you.
When you go, 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 go. Oh, take me with you. Take me with you. Take me with you. When you go, when you go.
Okay, we're gonna do one more love song, and then I think I have time for maybe another song after that. I'm looking at the Watchman. Right? Okay, Watchman. Do I know you, Watchman? What's your name? Don the Watchman. What's your last name? What? Goldfarb? Goldson. Goldson. Don the Watchman Goldson. Okay. Cool. Goldson. That's cool. You go, Don. Are you Mrs. Goldson? Oh, cool. What's your first name? Of course it is. Don and Elizabeth. That's so sweet. Do you have a D and an E in a tree somewhere? You should get one. I command you after the show to go find a tree and carve a big D and an E. And then draw a crude watch. The Watchman was here.
Turned dark.
Did it? Why? Was that a scary voice?
Yeah.
No.
I was-
That's just my lower register. Something new every year, see? We've been married 25 years. You didn't know I had that inside me. Now you do.
No, I'm afraid.
Okay, I have to pay attention now. Oh, actually, the last song, Take Me With You, was written by another amazing songwriter with me named David Bateau, and we wrote this song together, too. And David's written for Ray LaMontagne, I never get his name right, but a whole bunch of big famous people, and so I'm honored I got to write with him, because I'm just down here, and then there's the big people up there.
Is that another voice you got there?
Okay, stop macing me up, man. I gotta practice. I gotta
Okay.
pay attention. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love is like a willow bending low, stirring up the waters, stirring up the waters. Love is like a dark road down below, crossing through the valley, crossing through the valley, beyond the good and evil, beyond the famous name. It's greater than the hunger, greater than the blame. We walk in paths of rain, from here to where we've been. For one who's had no pain, the hopes and failures dim. Our Our wheels a constant grind until we top that rim. There is no name for love, for love. There is no name for love. There is no name for love. There is no name. Love is like the Badlands, holy ground, burning in the darkness, burning in the darkness, beyond the good and evil, beyond the famous name. It's greater than the hunger, it's greater than the blame. We walk in paths of rain from here to where we've been. For one who's had no pain, the hopes and failures dim. Our wheels a constant grind until we top that rim. There is no name for love, for love. There is no name 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 for love, for love. There is no name for love. There is no name for love. There is no name for love.
Lance Schreiner over here, y'all.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, I'm going to end it on this little song, and I'm hoping y'all will sing along with me. What time is it, Watchman? We're good? Oh, he had to clap. That's so cute. Okay, 8:09. We're doing good, 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 good. Okay. This is a little anti-war song. Yeah, I did it. I wrote an anti-war song. What? Yes. For those of you at home, you're not getting out of this. You can sing along too. So, on the chorus is, why don't we learn to come together? Come together. Let's try that. Why don't we learn to come together? Come together. Why don't we lay these weapons down? Weapons down. Let's try that one. Why don't we learn to come together? Come together. Why don't we lay these weapons down? Weapons down. Why don't we live the peace that each and every one of us seeks? It's late. Yeah, it's later than you think. There's no shame in wanting to change things, but you'll have to be brave, you'll have to keep the faith. 'Cause we're up against a very mighty empire that has no second thoughts of laying us to waste. And all the guns and bombs we're building bring all the buildings down. And as we kill for peace but never really gain relief, can we see an eye for an eye keeps the world blind? Hey,
why don't we learn to come together? Come together. Why don't we lay these weapons down? Weapons down. Why don't we live the peace that each and every one of us seeks? It's late. Yeah, it's later than you think. So look me in the eye and justify what we're doing. In whose name are we building these bombs? Is it the thrill of the kill that we still remain the same when eventually each and every single one of us will be gone? There's men in expensive suits and houses full of greed, children in tatters, they're living on the streets. Hey, why don't we learn to come together? Come together. Why don't we lay these weapons down? Weapons down. Why don't we live the peace that each and every one of us seeks? It's late. Yeah, it's later than you think. Oh, later than you think. Later than you think. Oh, later than you think. Later than you think. There's men in expensive suits and houses full of greed, and children in tatters, they're living on the streets. Oh, how can it be such a vast dichotomy of all this wealth, all this poverty? I've got a thought, I hope that you'll agree. Hey, why don't we learn to come together? Come together. Why don't we lay these weapons down? Weapons down. Why don't we live the peace that each and every one of us seeks? It's late. Yeah, it's later than you learn to come together. Come together. Why don't we lay these weapons down? Weapons down. Why don't we live the peace that each and every one of us seeks? It's late. Yeah, it's later than you think. Oh, later than you think. Later than you think. Oh, later than you think. It's later than you think. Oh, later than you think. It's later than you think.
Lance Schreiner. My name is Sara Hickman, proud Houstonian. Thank you so much. I think that's it. I think I have to go away now. What? Oh, no. Oh, I did. Should I do one more? Should I do one more? Hey, Robert. I'm so happy you're here. That's one of my pen pals right there, Robert. And he used to be at KUH. KUHF, am I getting it right? The radio station? Robert, the kayaking? Is that, y'all want, what? What did you say? Oh my God. Well, if I don't talk, maybe I can just do two really quick. I'll do them really quick, and if Rusty comes up here and drags me off the stage, don't protest, because I'm in trouble. Okay. I'll go really fast. I'll do that one, and I'll end up kayaking. Okay? Okay.
He checks his wrist and chuckles to himself. Half past a freckle, she meets him in line. Just in time for the half past a freckle show. Lips press her flesh with a wet, sticky kiss. The smell on his breath makes her turn her face as she starts to get a little sick. He hails a cab, she gasps for breath. During the drive, she dives into his pants, and he looks as if he's shocked as if she should have knocked. He says, "You're too fast for me. You're too fast for me. Oh, 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 oh. You're too fast for me." She says, "Hey, maybe you're too slow."
Not based on a real experience.
Back at the motel, he mentions his job is going well. She unbraids her hair, and for the 10,000th time asks him again, "What is it you do there?" He says, "I work at the popsicle plant. I pour the dye in the number 5 machine. I am responsible for turning popsicles green. But you're too fast for me. You're too fast for me. Oh, 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 oh. You're too fast for me." She says, "Maybe you're too slow." She can't get no satisfaction. She can't get no boyish action. But she tries, and she tries, and she tries with those popsicle guys. She can't get no satisfaction. She can't get no popsicle action.
Again, not based on personal experience.
She shimmies round the room, ha-ha-has, while he explains. She caresses a lamp, turns to see his face full of longing and pain. He says, "Let's do it on the floor." She says, "Tickle me instead." Well, he rolls his eyes, so she slaps his thigh. He says, "What did you do that for?" She says, "You're too fast for me. You're too fast for me. Oh, 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 oh. You're too fast for me." He says,
Hey, wait a minute.
"Maybe you're too slow. You're too fast for me. Oh, oh, you're too fast for me. Oh, oh, you're too fast for me." She says, "Or maybe you're too." He says, "Maybe you're too." She says, "Maybe you're too slow." You might think I'm foolish, and you might think I'm insane, but you'll never find another who wants to do the same. 'Cause when you are wondering how to make me be your girl, just take me in the broad daylight to where the mighty rapids swirl. La 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 la. Oh, Dawn. La 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 la. Hit it, boys. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, go. I wanna go kayaking, gonna make you my kayak king. I can hardly wait for our first date when we go kayaking. Forget the lost city of Atlantis, I'm looking for white waters and a wet kiss. I can hear those waves crashing at the shore. Don't take me dancing, I'll just get bored. Forget your Kodak, your backpack, your gun back, your gun rack, your tic tacs, and nothing could be better. I'll spell it to the letter. Give give me that Grand Canyon bliss. I wanna go kayaking, gonna make you my kayak king. Oh, the fish will sing ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling when we go kayaking. I've heard Niagara Falls is so gigantic, but going down with you would be romantic. I can hear those waters churning while our kayak is a-turning to the left, to the right. Sorry, Elizabeth. Over and out of sight. Oh, such a thrill. A 600-foot spill. Oh, Don, let's do it again. Let's go kayaking. Gonna make you my kayak king. What a wonderful life as your aquatic wife when we go kayaking. Oh, hey, and let's not forget the Amazon scene in which I play the African queen in a kayak built for two, doing what kayak lovers do. You'll be the Jack, the Dawn of Hearts, the handsome captain called Bogart, kissing me, the young Hepburn, as we learn to share the stern. Ow! I want to go kayaking. I'm going to make you my kayak king. Oh, Don. Oh, we'll grow old together. We'll have skin like leather. As we watch the watch together and go kayaking. Oh, take me in the kayak. Dawn. Thank you, Monkey Duck. Thank you for all the years you guys have come out to see me. I love you. I love Therese and Rusty. Give it up for Therese and Rusty. They gave us this beautiful, beautiful home. Thank you. Good night. I'll be back there if you need hugs or want to buy merchandise because I am just a wee artist and I need funds. Thank you. Good night.
Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum